Hello, everyone. The shocking news of a secret inheritance left for Harry by Queen Elizabeth II hasn't just shaken up the royal family, it's also dealt a major blow to Queen Camilla's already delicate reputation. This inheritance, said to hold personal significance, has reopened old wounds within the monarchy, highlighting Camilla's insecurities and Harry's ongoing use of his royal status. Let's dive into how this scandal has turned into a public relations disaster for both Camilla and Harry, and why neither of them is winning the public's favor. First, let's talk about the obvious issue: Camilla's clear lack of competence as a leader within the royal family. Since becoming queen consort, she's made mistake after mistake, but this inheritance controversy is perhaps the most embarrassing one yet for someone eager to cement her position. Queen Elizabeth's final decision to bypass her and favor Harry exposes a harsh reality. Camilla will never earn the same respect or admiration, no matter how hard she tries to reposition herself as a unifying force within the monarchy. Her legacy remains tainted, and this inheritance only highlights her diminishing relevance. It makes you wonder, how did Camilla, who prides herself on handling palace affairs, allow herself to be so easily outmaneuvered? This revelation suggests that even in her final years, Queen Elizabeth never fully trusted Camilla to shape the monarchy's future. The Queen, aware of Harry's unpredictable behavior and Camilla's opportunistic tendencies, chose to make a final gesture of love not to her son's second wife, but to her estranged grandson. And let's be clear, this wasn't just any inheritance. It's rumored to include personal items of deep sentimental value, things that could have boosted Camilla's position. Instead, they went to the one family member whose actions have repeatedly challenged the royal institution. Now let's turn to Harry, the man who has arguably become the monarchy's biggest embarrassment. Despite constantly playing the victim and publicly distancing himself from the royal family, he still leans on the legacy that Queen Elizabeth carefully built. His hypocrisy is truly staggering. This inheritance is a sign of the Queen's lasting love for him, but how does Harry repay her? By continuing his attacks against the family. The duplicity is hard to ignore. Here's someone who claims to reject royal life but is more than happy to benefit from it when it suits him. Harry. Harry's behavior following the news of this inheritance will likely drive a deeper wedge in the family, and it's only a matter of time before he finds a way to exploit it for more attention. One can almost imagine the next series of interviews or Netflix specials where he'll twist this inheritance into proof of his so-called special bond with the Queen, conveniently ignoring that it was his own selfish actions that led to the painful estrangement. Meanwhile, Camilla's inability to secure her position is almost comical after decades spent trying to rebuild her image. This latest scandal is a reminder that she is merely a figurehead without real substance. The Queen's gesture speaks volumes about how little trust she had in Camilla, leaving her legacy in ruins. The British public, always skeptical of Camilla's intentions, will likely see this as further evidence that she is unfit to carry the royal mantle. Despite her efforts to present herself as a unifying figure, Camilla has only managed to deepen the divisions within the monarchy, especially as William grows increasingly wary of Harry's position. This revelation raises serious questions about Camilla's ability to manage palace dynamics. Reports indicate that the secret inheritance has sparked tension with Prince William, who expected a larger share of his grandmother's personal assets. As the future king, he must be shaking his head in disbelief at this unfolding circus, fully aware that Camilla is doing little to protect the royal family's integrity. In contrast, Camilla's blunders highlight the stark differences between her and other royals like Princess Anne. Anne has consistently shown that loyalty, hard work, and dignity define a true royal, not underhanded tactics or desperate attempts for public approval. Where Anne thrives, Camilla flounders, unable to earn the respect of even her closest family members. Moreover, Harry's ongoing estrangement from the royal family has created ripples that extend well beyond the monarchy. His reckless behavior, fueled by Meghan, continues to tarnish the royal family's public image. What should have been a unifying gesture, the Queen's secret inheritance, has instead become a symbol of Harry's destructive influence within the family. Perhaps the most damning aspect of all this is the hypocrisy displayed by both Camilla and Harry. Camilla, in her relentless quest for power, now faces the harsh reality that even the late Queen preferred to bypass her. For someone like Harry, whose actions have been nothing but divisive, this secret inheritance will undoubtedly be exploited for all it's worth. He decries royal life while clinging to its perks, and the public's disdain for both Camilla and Harry is well deserved. This inheritance has only exposed the fault lines within the monarchy, with two individuals at the center who seem more interested in self-promotion than in the institution's well-being. Camilla's reign as queen consort is already faltering, and Harry's ongoing attacks on the royal family only widen the divide. This latest scandal is yet another chapter in the slow unraveling of their legacies that, frankly, were never very significant to begin with. As the public watches this drama unfold, one thing is certain: Camilla and Harry's standing in the royal family is rapidly deteriorating, and the cracks are beginning to show. What was meant to be a gesture of love from Queen Elizabeth has instead become a catalyst for chaos that Camilla, in her desperate quest for control, cannot contain, and that Harry, in his relentless pursuit of attention, will only exploit. The monarchy deserves better. As long as these two remain part of the narrative, it's unlikely we'll see a resolution anytime soon. Both are on a path to infamy, and rightfully so. The drama surrounding Queen Camilla and Prince Harry has taken a captivating turn, revealing just how fragile their positions are within the royal family. As the fallout from Queen Elizabeth II's secret inheritance continues, both Camilla and Harry are left to grapple with the consequences of their actions and the public's perception. This new chapter emphasizes their ongoing struggle for relevance and respect within a family steeped in tradition and public scrutiny. Let's begin by examining the outrageousness of Harry's behavior. His constant attacks against the royal family, combined with his insistence on living a life of privilege while criticizing that very institution, reveal a level of hypocrisy that is hard to overlook. Here is a man who had every opportunity granted to him by the monarchy, yet he chooses to bite the hand that fed him. By publicly airing his grievances, Harry not only turns his back on tradition but also on his own family. He indulges in a victim narrative that only serves to further alienate. Harry's actions only serve to distance him from those who once embraced him. Accepting the inheritance, a symbolic gesture from a grandmother who wanted to maintain a connection while also portraying himself as an outcast, is nothing short of shameless. His carefully crafted image as the family's bad boy crumbles under scrutiny. The timing of this inheritance is particularly revealing. It underscores the Queen's affection for him, even as he engages in behavior that undermines the monarchy. In his desperate attempt to reclaim his narrative, Harry risks showing himself as someone who cannot escape the very system he claims to reject. Now let's shift our focus to Camilla's relentless quest for validation. Despite her role as queen consort, her position remains shaky at best. The revelation of the inheritance has cast her in an even worse light, suggesting that her husband's mother valued Harry more than she did. This not only weakens her position but also raises doubts about her ability to manage the complicated relationships within the royal family. People have long been skeptical of her, and this situation only adds to their doubts. When it comes to leading, Camilla's lack of confidence is clear. She has spent years trying to move past her reputation as the other woman and create a more acceptable image. Yet the revelation of this secret inheritance brings a harsh truth to light. While the late Queen's connection with Harry remains strong, Camilla's relationship with him is strained. This difference in affection highlights a key reality about her role in the royal family. She is often viewed as an outsider, someone who disrupted an already established family bond. Camilla's public image has been a disaster. The latest inheritance scandal is a clear sign that her efforts to show herself as caring and compassionate aren't working. Instead of bringing the royal family together, her actions have often made the existing rifts worse. For someone so focused on being accepted, she has only deepened the divide, especially between Harry and William. This isn't just a personal misstep, but a major failure that damages her ability to serve as queen consort. Looking at the bigger picture, it's important to consider how the actions of both Harry and Camilla are affecting the monarchy as a whole. Harry's decision to step away from royal duties wasn't just a personal choice, it sent shockwaves through the monarchy, raising questions about its relevance in today's world. Now, living in California, he acts as though the rules that govern royal life don't apply to him. This sense of entitlement damages not only his reputation, but also shakes the very foundation of the monarchy. At the same time, Camilla's involvement has been disappointingly underwhelming. As King Charles III tries to steer the monarchy through these challenging times, Camilla has proven to be more of a burden than a help. Her inability to manage the growing distance between Harry and the family reflects poorly on her leadership. Instead of stepping up as a key figure in the royal family, she has faded into the background, leaving many to question whether she's truly fit for her role as queen consort. The contrast between Camilla and other royals like Princess Anne only highlights her flaws. Anne has always shown a deep sense of duty and loyalty to the crown, earning public respect through her unwavering commitment to royal responsibilities. In comparison, Camilla seems constantly caught up in controversy, lacking the strength and dignity that Anne represents. The public's admiration for Anne's work ethic constantly reminds people of Camilla's shortcomings, leading many to question if she is capable of fulfilling her royal duties. Additionally, the fallout from this inheritance revelation could seriously harm the monarchy's reputation. As Harry continues to portray himself as estranged and victimized, the royal family faces the challenge of defending its legacy against the actions of a rebellious member. Harry's public appearances and media engagements aren't just personal decisions, they have broader implications for the image and future of the monarchy. They have broader implications for the institution that has supported his lifestyle. This leads to the ultimate irony of the situation. While Harry tries to create a story of independence, he remains tied to the very monarchy he criticizes. The inheritance from Queen Elizabeth II serves as a constant reminder that no matter how much he tries to pull away, he is still connected to the royal family. The irony is that in rejecting the monarchy, he ends up holding on to it even more, revealing a deep inner conflict about his identity and role in the world. Meanwhile, Camilla's handling of this entire situation. Camilla's response to the inheritance revelation has been notably quiet. Her failure to respond decisively suggests an unwillingness or inability to address the issue directly. Instead of seizing this opportunity to strengthen her standing, she seems content to remain passive, letting others shape the narrative. This passivity is harmful, especially as public scrutiny grows, making her appear weak and uncertain. As this drama unfolds, the public waits to see what comes next. Will Harry use this inheritance as a chance to mend fences, or will it push him further from the royal family? For Camilla, the stakes are just as high. If she can't take control of the story, she risks cementing her image as a divisive figure, remembered as the woman who couldn't bring a broken family back together. This ongoing situation highlights just how far from unified the royal family truly is. Instead, the royal family is a tangled web of relationships marked by rivalry, jealousy, and unresolved tensions. As Harry and Camilla face their own struggles, it's clear they both find it difficult to navigate within a system that has long resisted change. The revelations about Queen Elizabeth II's secret inheritance for Prince Harry have opened a new and dramatic chapter in royal history, leaving the public to wonder about the consequences of these actions and the ongoing conflict between Camilla and Harry. As this story unfolds, there's a sense of anticipation about how the monarchy will adapt to these new challenges and whether Harry and Camilla can ever find their rightful places within it. Both figures remain divisive, Harry seen as the disgraced royal and Camilla viewed as an opportunistic outsider. Their inability to reconcile not only highlights their personal struggles but also raises bigger questions about the monarchy's future in a rapidly changing world. As the drama continues, one thing is clear: the royal family will have to deal with the fallout of their choices, and the stakes have never been higher. The revelation of Queen Elizabeth II's secret inheritance has sent shockwaves through the royal family, exposing both Camilla's insecurities and Harry's contradictions. This ongoing drama underscores just how fragile the foundation of their public image really is. The personas of Harry and Camilla highlight a stark contrast between the weight of the monarchy's history and the personal ambitions of two of its most controversial figures. Harry's decision to accept this inheritance speaks volumes. It shows his desperation to stay relevant, even as he tries to distance himself from the royal family. His story of rejection crumbles when examined closely, as he willingly accepts a gesture meant to maintain his ties to the monarchy. The irony is undeniable: he criticizes the royal family publicly, yet eagerly enjoys the privileges that come with being a part of it. This contradiction only deepens the public's dislike for Harry. He presents himself as a rebel against the monarchy, yet clings to the benefits of being a royal, revealing a major disconnect between his words and actions. At the same time, Camilla's role in this ongoing drama is just as disappointing. The inheritance revelation casts a harsh light on Camilla's shortcomings, highlighting her constant quest for validation. This scandal isn't just an embarrassment, it's a clear sign of her failure as a leader within the royal family. Queen Elizabeth's choice to bypass Camilla in favor of Harry speaks volumes about her lack of confidence in Camilla's abilities. Instead of being seen as a crucial member of the royal family, Camilla is increasingly viewed as a usurper, a woman who hasn't earned the respect and affection expected with her title. Camilla's insecurity is obvious. After years of palace maneuvering and attempts to reshape her public image, this inheritance scandal is a harsh reminder of her fragile position. Queen Elizabeth's strong bond with Harry only highlights the weak connection Camilla has with the family. This difference emphasizes the idea that Camilla remains, at best, an outsider in a family she's never fully been able to integrate into. Her efforts to manage her image have repeatedly faltered. The attempt to portray herself as a unifier within the monarchy has failed spectacularly. Rather than healing the divisions, she has deepened them, especially in her mishandling of the relationship between Harry and William. Camilla's failure to promote unity exposes a deeper flaw in her leadership, one that places personal ambition above true reconciliation. As the monarchy faces unprecedented challenges, her actions continue to reflect a self-serving approach, doing little to bring stability or harmony to the royal family. The public's view of Camilla has been shaped by her questionable choices, and the inheritance scandal only adds more fuel to the fire. Many in Britain remain doubtful of her motives and her ability to truly embrace her role as queen consort. Rather than commanding respect, she is often seen as a figurehead with little substance. Her efforts to reshape her image have repeatedly fallen short, revealing a woman desperately clinging to relevance in an institution built on tradition and stability. As this story continues to unfold, the consequences for both Harry and Camilla are becoming more severe. Public frustration with their actions has reached a tipping point, and their standing within the royal family is increasingly uncertain. What was intended to be a gesture of familial love, this secret inheritance has instead laid bare the cracks within the monarchy. This scandal not only exposes the vulnerabilities of both Harry and Camilla, but also highlights their failure to rise above personal insecurities for the good of the institution they claim to serve. Harry's ongoing attacks on the royal family have created an unsustainable situation, forcing the monarchy to defend its legacy against a member seemingly bent on self-destruction. Each new headline about Harry's behavior widens the gap between him and the rest of the family, making reconciliation seem more and more impossible. His constant need for attention has turned him into the monarchy's biggest liability, with his actions threatening the very institution he claims to reject. In sharp contrast, Camilla's handling of these turbulent times has been almost comical. Rather than stepping up with authority, she has become a passive bystander in this unfolding drama. Her weak response to the inheritance scandal only highlights her inability to effectively navigate the challenges of royal life. As King Charles III faces the difficulties of leading the monarchy, he must also face the reality that his wife is more of a burden than a support. The public's admiration for figures like Princess Anne only makes Camilla's shortcomings more glaring. Anne represents royal values, duty, hard work, and loyalty, qualities that Camilla struggles to match. While Anne earns respect through her dedication, Camilla continues to falter, unable to establish herself as a worthy figure within the royal family. The comparison between these two women exposes a stark difference, further diminishing Camilla's standing both within the family and in the eyes of the public. As this drama continues to unfold, the consequences for both Harry and Camilla become increasingly severe. The rifts within the royal family are widening, leaving the public to question the integrity of an institution that seems to be in chaos. The once steadfast monarchy now faces a reckoning, with two of its most controversial figures at the heart of a narrative that threatens to unravel everything it has represented. The fallout from the inheritance revelation is more than just a fleeting scandal. It reflects the larger challenges confronting the monarchy. Harry's reckless behavior and Camilla's struggles to navigate the complexities of her role make the royal family vulnerable to public scrutiny and criticism. This ongoing saga highlights how fragile their positions are within an institution rich in tradition and expectation. In conclusion, the revelation of Queen Elizabeth II's secret inheritance has exposed the insecurities of both Harry and Camilla, revealing deep cracks in their ability to uphold the values of the monarchy. Both Harry and Camilla are grappling with the consequences of their actions, highlighting the stark difference between the historical significance of the monarchy and their personal quest for relevance. Their ongoing struggles serve as a cautionary tale, reminding us that the royal family is far from unified and that the pursuit of personal ambition often comes at the expense of the institution itself. As the public watches this drama unfold, it's clear that both Harry and Camilla are likely to be remembered for their failures to uphold the dignity and legacy of the royal family. As we continue to follow this royal saga, one thing stands out: the public's disdain for both figures is strong, and their efforts to navigate this chaotic situation are sure to lead to further fallout. What are your thoughts on this unfolding story? Do you think there's any hope for reconciliation within the royal family, or are we witnessing the gradual unraveling of their legacies? Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into this captivating narrative. Thank you for joining us.